Franklin Hudson here with Franklin Hudson Golf, showing you the speed control drill. This was developed by Dave Pelz, and you can read all about it in Putt Like the Pros or in the Dave Pelz Short Game Bible. Now, the setup for this, if you note the two gold circles, those are ball marks. You can use whatever you like, coins, actual ball marks, or even tees pushed in the ground till the top of their heads just appear. The white lines behind those, right back here and right back here, are two tees. They're just set in so they stick up above the green. They are 18 inches behind the ball marks. And this is important. You want those in that position because that's the pace you want to roll the ball at, so that it will go over the tee or over the ball mark here or just past it and finish no deeper than that tee back there. Same thing once you putt all 6 balls, and these white circles are your balls. Once you put all 6 balls down that direction, you're going to group them up and then put them back this direction. And again, you want those balls to go right over that ball mark and no deeper than that tee. Okay? The reason for that is you want to learn to control the pace of the roll regardless of the surface you're on. This is a great way to evaluate a putting surface, whether you're at your local muni or you get invited to the Augusta National. You want to develop that internal metronome that will allow you to adjust to whatever surface that you're on. That's very important not only for putting, but also for chipping, so that you know how much the ball is going to release when you chip it. Also for pitching, same reason. And also for your shots into the green, especially if the greens have a lot of slope on them. It will help you understand and determine how much that ball is going to release once it lands on the green. Alright? So, I have an accompanying video so you can watch while I do the drill. And remember, the goal is to get a nice tight group of golf balls. That green circle represents the group. You want something about the size of a basketball, okay? Whether that group is just past that tee, or whether that group looks like this grouping here, okay? That would be fantastic. But you want a nice tight group. Think of it just like shooting a gun, shooting a bow and arrow, okay? The great shot is not the person that hits the bullseye occasionally. A really great shot is someone that groups their arrows or groups their bullets into a small space. Alright, here we are live with the drill at the putting green. And note, with every ball I will do a pre-shot routine, and you should too. Especially in practice. I see so many people not doing that in practice. That's why you practice. Remember, pre-shot routine is just as valuable as knowing how to shape your shots, as knowing how to get your hands on properly. If you're unable to determine your target, align yourself to the target, you have no golf game. Alright, so every time, back behind the ball, get your line. Even though you're doing the same putt, read it like you've never seen it before. Now, the reason for that 18 inches behind that ball mark, Mr. Pelz determined that at that pace, that ball is going to defeat what he terms as the lumpy donut around the golf hole. When a golf hole is made, the person that cuts the hole will actually cause the ground around the hole to raise up as he pulls the cylinder out from the hole cut. Also, as people remove their golf balls, the ground around that hole gets mashed down and a lot of spike marks. So if you can create the pace that goes just past that ball mark, no deeper than that tee, you can defeat that rough area around the green. And again, every time when you practice, whether you're putting, chipping, whatever, full swing, always do your pre-shot routine. That needs to be practiced. If you're going to tournaments and the only time you do it is when you're in the tournament, it is of no use. You may as well have not practiced. It's better you practice 3 quality shots and go home than 200 sloppy ones with no reference of where you're going. All right. So good so far. And note the grouping as these are putted. Again, this is more about you learning the pace and developing that internal metronome. I cannot stress that, because that internal metronome carries on from putting to your chipping, if you're chipping properly, and then right into pitching and right into your full swing. As you go through your pre-shot routine set up, and you'll note that every time I make a stroke, what I call pose the finish, even on the rehearsals. Watch as I make a stroke here, and I will pose or hold that finish and let that ball run. There we go. Notice I don't yank the putter around. That's the way you can create a consistent roll and consistent distance control.